What's up, guys? It's Smalls with Thoughts from the Bench, back with another episode of The Vault, episode 5. This is the weekly video series where we take a look back at some of the best and worst jerseys of all time throughout sports history. First and foremost, it's just a show about jerseys. As always, I'm joined by, I can confidently say this because I truly believe it, the funniest co-host on the internet, Mr. Benny Buckets. How you doing, sir?
Thank you, Squire. I'm excellent, dude. How are you?
Dude, not too bad, not too bad. I am so fucking pumped about this week, and I know you are too.
I promise you, on whatever you want me to put it on, I have not been more excited, and probably won't be more excited for a category than what we have today.
Dude, I am ecstatic. I feel like we're hitting a roll now. I know we keep saying this every week, but I think we just keep getting better and better. So, if you like us, give us a share, give us a like. Like we're looking for all feedback too, good or bad. So again, welcome to the Vault. The Vault brought to you by Thoughts from the Bench. This is just an opportunity for myself and Ben to flex our love of sports jerseys. We go all across the board. The basic premise of the show, though, is for us to pick a category each week. Me and Ben are going to come in with 3 jerseys each to talk about in that category or theme or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And we're just going to talk through why we picked each one, sprinkling some honorable mentions as well. Ben, I'm so excited for this one. We're doing fucking minor league baseball today, Benny. Let's go. The boys have made it. The boys have made it.
So, for those of you who are unfamiliar with baseball in general, or especially minor league baseball, there is not another league, period, that you will find, at least in America. Now, granted, there's multiple leagues throughout baseball, obviously, but the minors, as opposed to, where there's minors in the hockey, or in the NHL, in the hockey league, and then in the basketball league with the NBA, they have the G League. There is no professional sport that has a minor system that has more creativity than baseball. The MLB and its farm teams have done an excellent job of just being as wild as possible, and we are going to get to showcase some of that wild-ass shit here today because, you know what, I'm going to let the category speak for itself, and when you see some of these team names, team logos, team uniforms, and especially in just the weird random-ass locations they're in, this is just fucking poetry for what this show is supposed to be about.
No, like it aligns exactly what the Vault is all about. Yeah, I could not have said it better myself. I want to preface this also. There are way too many to pick from. There are way
insane.
Too many to pick from.
To get this down to 3 was the hardest thing I've probably done ever. Like, I swear to God, there is so much depth in this category. Literally, and I want to shake the hands of every person who is a designer for these teams because Jesus fuck, man, this is gonna be the best category at least we've done to date for sure. So, let's get into it. I'm stoked.
So I want to start first though. So minor league baseball, like you said, you see some wild shit, and just to start the tone of this episode, I wanted to start off with something that I think most sports fans should remember. The fucking best manager freakout in all of baseball. Some team in the Braves organization. I don't know if it's Birmingham. I don't know what it is. Dude, this guy is
this
fucking.
When he steals. Yeah.
Dude, there's a bunch of shit that he fucking does. Fat Dana White is over here making a scene in front of whatever small town that this team is located in, and it's perfect. Like this just.
Hey, he's putting them on a map. Whoever they are.
Yeah, dude.
He's putting them on a map.
Dude, and we don't have to watch the whole thing because it's long and it's worth it. But I mean, we have other shit to get to. He steals a base.
Steals the base, bro.
At one point, he tosses the chalk bag from the mound like a fucking grenade. He's army crawling. Like, this exemplifies minor league baseball at its very core. They're just cowboying up down there. They're doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
He is the spirit of young, hungry baseball players trying to make it to the majors. Look at this guy, bro.
Look at this fucking guy. Like, there's nothing that... Look.
Dude, this is the perfect example. Go big or go home, bro.
Holy fuck.
The precipice of theatrics in baseball.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're going to get into your first one, though.
It's a great segue.
Yeah.
All right. So this one here, ladies and gents, also holds a very special place for me. This is the Great Falls Voyagers as part of the Pioneer League. They play in Great Falls, Montana, which for those of you who know, I lived there for 3.5 years. I was stationed in Malmstrom Air Force Base. It was literally maybe a mile and a half down the road from Centene Stadium where they play baseball. This team I like because they were pretty creative. And they have multiple different jersey types there. Some where they have an all green jersey, an all red jersey where it says GF with a baseball near the top left pec. But this black jersey is my favorite. Of all the times I got to see them in person, which is probably a dozen times at this point, this was by far what I like to see them come out in the most. And the Voyagers, that is short for the Space Voyagers, because for whatever reason, Great Falls or baseball teams, we're sending them balls into orbit, which, by the way, is the name of their mascot, who you can see me and a few friends pictured with in the bottom right corner here. That is Orbit. His head is a baseball with antennas coming out. And, I'll tell you what, whoever did that, they are like, it's rookie league ball. It is as low as you can go in terms of the branches for professional baseball. And he had the personality of like a Benny the Bull from the Chicago Bulls. Like, he would interact with fans, he would mess with people, they put him up on a screen. And Orbit was awesome, dude. He was wearing full baseball garb. He had this alien head that had, the baseball laces. But they were just honestly not as shitty of a team as you would expect for the shitty area. No disrespect to the good people of Great Falls. I'm sure there might be a handful watching. But you know what I'm talking about. The Voyagers, though, it was a fun experience, and obviously I'm going to be biased because I got to see them play, and I lived in this, well, I almost said city, Jesus Christ, there's no cities in Montana. The town that I got to watch them play in, they are part of the White Sox organization, so they're basically like the ground floor for the White Sox, and they do build good young players, a lot of guys who are either developmentally working or through injuries or coming through like getting drafted straight out of high school, and this is kind of a developmental league for them to get through. But the black and the green and the red, I didn't think you figure for such a small level organization that they would be this creative with what they do, but they are, and I feel like it kind of works. I like the look of it. I actually have a hat from the Voyagers that I'll have to find it. Maybe it'll come back one of these days on another episode, but this was definitely what I had to start the show with on my end, out of sentimental value and the fact that I do genuinely like the uniform.
Yeah, so how do you not like Great Falls, Montana? And I know that I know, but like I'm a big like outdoorsy guy. I've seen Wyoming, Montana. It's fucking gorgeous up there. And
so I love. Hear me out, because I love to hike and bike. Those are big hobbies of mine. Despite the way that I look, I am into those things. But I love the state of Montana. I don't like the town of Great Falls. There are areas like Missoula and Bozeman and Helena and Whitefish and Kalispell, like just so many other areas that I wish I could have lived in when I was in Montana. And I have gone back, and I hope to go back again and visit some of those other areas. It's just the town of Great Falls was very much so just like podunk, and two, it was like I had to live there because of I had to live within city limits because of my enlistment and being stationed at Great Falls. I had to live in that area. I love the state of Montana and in honestly most other areas of the state. And that is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my entire life, just not so much within Great Falls.
Yep. I don't know. Branching off of that, that was just a little. I would retire in Montana. That's like the only reason. I fucking love being out west, but I do really like these things. They're pretty fucking slick actually for being like a.
I know.
They're what 1A? Are they 1A?
They're rookie ball. They are
Okay,
below 1A. They are the base level you can go for a farm team.
Yeah. How many games would you say you went to?
I'd probably say, I mean, not as many as I wish I did, but probably 12. Probably 12, 14 games.
No, that's pretty respectable. I mean, like,
and oh my God, I can't believe I forgot this. We are gonna have to at some point show a video of where I got to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at one of these games, a little bit teed up. So I will get that footage to you guys. Maybe we'll be able to show it next week, or at least some of the visual. But I did also get to do that while I was there. I did a couple fundraisers there for breast cancer awareness. There was a couple military nights that they did, but I went out there quite a few times, even just to watch some good old quality baseball and drink cheap beer.
Yeah, and I'll get to it in a sec, but there's no. I don't think there. I love going to major league games. Like I love going to Bucco games. I've been to Nats games because I live in DC now. So I've been to a few Nats games. I've been to Wrigley for a Cubs game. I love major league games.
That's awesome.
But there's something just different about going to a minor league baseball game that like. I don't know if it's just how relaxed it is. I don't know, like, cause you're like there for the game kind of, but you don't really give a shit about like the team, cause really that team is a
most of the people there are like it's like family members, like of the players or people that come out and watch. But then most of it is people like us, like Great Falls, right? Doesn't have pro sports, so this being a rookie ball team. That's the closest thing they got. So you got everybody who's bored on Tuesday night, has $5 to spare, that goes out and can get a $5 ticket and sit right behind home plate and watch some baseball. That's as good as it gets.
Yep, absolutely, yeah. And it's a community feel, while also like you're going to get a little teed up probably, or
for cheap.
Yeah, exactly. Cheap. And I'll get to that in a sec. But or you have a family and like. The big draw of minor league baseball is like family nights. That's one thing that they do a lot. And I mean, even though this guy definitely looks like he's straight out of the Toy Story, like he's definitely one of the Toy Story aliens.
Heard that.
He's a little scary, but I mean, the draw is families and probably college aged men for the most part.
Absolutely.
For the most part.
For sure. And I think that all minor league teams do a pretty good job of finding that balance where they do make it family night, but they also give you some cheap beer deals most of the time so that the young guys, they can go get teed up, but then you can also get a hot dog for $1 for your kid and watch some baseball, is a quality family pastime. So, and that's another reason why I love minor league baseball is because they find a really good balance, and definitely from my own personal experience, the Voyagers did that for me. So.
Yep. All right, it's a great first pick. So I'm gonna move on to my first one.
Dude, this is so dope. This is so dope,
dude. Okay, so I'm going with the State College Spikes. They came out with the Fresh Prince jerseys. I want to say this was back in. I wish I had the date here, but it was like probably 2017, somewhere around there. So if y'all couldn't figure out, I'm a Penn State guy. And State College Spikes obviously played right there in State College. Their stadium, believe it or not, was on campus, so it was a fucking or I guess a drunk stumble away from where we all lived. And you do not go to the Spikes games for the baseball. Obviously, we've already talked about that. What you go for is dollar beer night and dollar dog night, and you go. You get, like Ben said, you get a little teed up, and you can walk home after the game. You can be jackasses with your friends. Sure, there are families around, but it's definitely, you're there to heckle almost, and it's welcome. That's what I fucking love about it. You're there to almost heckle.
Chirping the batters.
Dude, yeah.
Chirping the batters from away teams in minor league games, that is the American dream.
Yeah, dude. And these are definitely why this just screams minor league baseball, because no professional team ever would be able to pull this off. But this is just minor league baseball to a T. Obviously, Fresh Prince, if you're a 90s kid like, myself and Benny, you know exactly what Fresh Prince is. They fucking nailed the jersey too. It's definitely wild and kind of all over the place. But, I mean, you look at this and it's like, yeah, that's fucking Fresh Prince. Believe it or not, they had, and I wish I had the video here, they had fucking Carlton Banks throw out the first pitch.
Yeah, I was going to say that's him, isn't it? Alfonso Rivera.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he was there throwing out the first pitch in honor of those unis. But I mean, you can kind of see the point of like, both me and Benny's picks lined up on the first one, and it's just because we have kind of a special connection. Maybe not necessarily, at least for me. Like I was not at this game, but I know the Spikes, and I mean also how much more Central PA can you get than naming your goddamn baseball team the Spikes? But dude, I really do. I think these are one of a kind. I would wear this to, I'd wear this to the bar. I'd wear it to a fucking ball game if I was able to find one. The problem with these, it's so hard to cop these just because like they're so fucking rare. But like I love these things, and I love at least my personal nostalgia going to these games. Because, I mean, you get fucking 12 beers for $12, man. And you are, like I said, you're just a drunk stumble away from home. And you go out to the bars right after. There's just nothing quite like going to a Spikes game. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Like, I love these things. I will always remember going to some of these games.
Oh, and especially in minor league baseball, they're one of the few. The G League does it too on occasion, but they actually bring in pop culture references, and me and Smalls eat that shit up. I love it because they're not the big leagues. They are not top of the line where they need to be professional. These are guys working towards a dream. Let them have a little fun. Let them get creative. Let them wear a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air influence jersey, you know what I mean? And I think especially it did so well, and them to even bring out Alfonso Rivera from the show. I'm sure they would have loved to have Will Smith, but Carlton will do. Yeah. He's bored. He's not hosting Catch 21 anymore, so he's got nothing to do. I don't think so. Throwing out the first pitch probably made his fucking night. But this is an excellent pick, and like I said, I think if for any reason, because they did a pop culture reference, and although it is kind of scattered, it works because it makes you laugh, it makes you smile that they were able to do something like that and pay homage to an iconic 90s show.
Yep, I mean, this is a 90s kid's wet dream. Also, Ben, I want to what I want to do is this is an idea for future shows. And we won't use it probably every show, but for shit like this, I want to do something where we have like some sort of like button or something where it's like inject the shit into my veins, like the syringe meter or some shit like.
This would be it.
Yeah, no, this would be it. So something to maybe think about. Let's put a pin in that one and maybe workshop that a little bit.
Yep.
But let's move on. So. Just so y'all know, this is where me and Ben, we kind of differ, or we kind of split off from here on out. this is the one thing I noticed, and it's not a bad thing. The best of whatever jersey, it means something different to everyone. I love the gimmicks of minor league baseball. You didn't seem to go that route, and that's fine. I think you actually had the better looking jerseys. I think I had the more ridiculous ones. But that just goes to show that like the vault isn't about one person's opinion. Like I'm not gonna say that you're wrong. You're not gonna say that I'm wrong.
There's no right and wrong, and especially because you got to figure. And for those of you who are watching and listening, you got to remember we're just for time's sake, we're only picking 3. That doesn't mean that those 3 are correct. That is just our opinion, but that's because we're going to see things differently. The way we visualize things are going to be different, and that's why I love the show, is because you get to see a mix of opinions, and I'm actually happy we went in different directions because it gives us a lot of variety.
Yep, the first 2 were very similar. After this, completely fucking different, which I love. So,
all right, let's roll it.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gents, this one, you gotta love the fucking Rocky Mountain vibes. If you look at the first top left picture, their logos are gas. They are fucking fire, dude. If you look at the one on the left, on the farthest left, right, you have the marshmallow on a stick with a bite taken out of it, and then in the middle is their primary logo, which is a fucking s'more throwing up the peace sign. Because if that ain't a vibe, I don't know what the fuck is. And then the marshmallow on the stick with flames with the C on it, standing for Colorado, because the Rocky Mountains run through Colorado, and they play in Colorado. These jerseys, out of the ones that they have ones that have they're like a tan, like almost to look like either wood or a graham cracker color or whatever, but I didn't like those as much because, kind of like you said, this time I didn't really go on the gimmicky side. But I kind of like the color scheme, which I didn't think I would. This is very I'm trying to think something to compare it to, but this is kind of like the Cardinals have jerseys that are similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
But the vibes, I think, who names their team the Vibes? But if me and Smalls have talked about our affection for Colorado, that's such a place for a team to be called the Vibes. Like that's like the perfect place for it to be known as the Vibes, because you go up there and you're vibing. It's a beautiful state. It's my favorite state in the U.S. I got no shame in saying that. I love Colorado. I love that they are home to this team. And the team, look at them. Look at the players in the bottom left. They're happy as hell because they're vibing, bro. They're the fucking Rocky Mountain, Colorado s'mores, for fuck's sake. I'd be happy as hell too. The logo design is great, and I think the color scheme between the navy and the red goes really well, and I like that the font is actually flames, and it's going across a wooden stick. I love that, dude. It brings in the outdoorsy elements of the state of Colorado, and it also fits their theme with the s'more and everything. I think that this is just very well done, whether it be for, the logo design or even just the creativity of the team itself. They also play in the Pioneer League, I'm pretty sure. They are one of those teams that I would want to go see a game, and I hope I get to eventually, just because of the creativity of the team itself.
Yeah, no, I love these. I saw these because what I had in mind was much different than what you had in mind. But then you sent me these, and I was like, oh, these are actually kind of fucking fire. Like, I actually really like it. Jesus. No, that's also another thing too, dude. For whatever reason, I don't know how, but these guys come up with some fucking fire logos. Most minor league teams,
multiple.
I don't
it's not even like they have one. Like all of theirs are gas. Dude, absolute days.
I don't get it, man. Hey, you're right though. Do you know where in Colorado these guys are out of?
I want to say it's Colorado Springs, but don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull this up right now. Colorado Springs. Okay.
It is Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Ding ding. I
Yeah.
kind of knew it.
Yeah, no, dude, I really do like these, and I mean it looks just like a plain ass jersey. Like it's like kind of simple, but then they throw the flame letters on there too. I don't know, man. Like the red slit, it works.
And the alternate logo on the opposite colored sleeve, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that it's not one solid color. I like
Yep.
that there's variety to it. And I do like the feature of that logo on the sleeve.
Yep.
And
No,
in baseball, that is something that you can make work very well if you do it right.
you can not like football. Unless you're
No.
unless you're the Pittsburgh Pirates and you have the red vests with the black sleeves
Oh,
underneath. Dude, I gotta pull those up too. This is just the epitome of the Pittsburgh Pirates. I remember when I saw these, I was like, "What the? Dude, these aren't even like our fucking colors. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand what this is."
And I never will, I don't think.
No, no. But going back to your pick, I really do enjoy this. This is a fucking minor league baseball jersey. This is like a really solid minor league baseball jersey that I really don't think that there are better ones out there as far as just looks. Like it's just clean, while also being like kind of fucking unique. So
it merges old school and new school so well,
Yeah.
that's the primary attribute as to why they made my list for sure.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna go with my second one.
Yes.
So I don't know how this happened, but I think the year is 2017. I believe, Ben, correct me if I'm wrong, the first or second Star Wars movie was coming out at that time from the new trilogy.
It was the second.
It was
the second one.
Okay.
Yep.
So it was obviously a big promo thing. They came out. They used very similar colors to the San Francisco Giants, which is the San Jose Giants are underneath they're in the Giants organization.
Well, you mean the San Jose Games?
I'll get to that in a sec. So so I saw these and I was confused because it's not like I could find a backstory on this. That was the weird thing. I thought at least I could find some article or something. This literally just happened to appear on Twitter, and it was this poor schmuck's jersey that the equipment manager fucked up whenever they were making it. If that's not minor league baseball, I don't know what is. That's the reason I had. I mean, like, yeah, dude. I mean, BB-8, like it works with the colors. That's fine. I put it on here because they're the fucking San Jose Gaints, according to this guy. And whoever made this, they probably weren't fired because minor league teams don't have that much money to be thrown around, hiring new people.
No, they probably gave him another drink.
Yeah,
It'd be better.
Dude, but like, I don't know, man. This is minor league baseball to a T. Whether it's the promo for Star Wars and having literally
great marketing.
Dude, it's a fucking graphic tee. The same night they were handing out BB-8 hats to all the kids. This was like a family night, but like, dude, I just feel bad for these poor schmucks. This poor schmuck that had to don. He probably didn't even play, and he's going down as like, whenever people look up hilarious minor league baseball jerseys, this guy comes up. I feel bad for him because the equipment manager fucked him. Like, there's no two ways about it.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I give the San Jose Gaints props for doing some marketing here in relating to current events and pop culture, because that's something that I feel like we don't see a lot of people like for instance, your first pick being a throwback to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
This was something that was happening then.
Yep.
We don't really see a lot of teams that pull from current events and pop culture. So I do give the Gaints props there. But for the guy who fucked up that jersey and turned Giants into Gaints, I honestly, I would buy that just to have
Yeah.
that
Yes.
jersey that says Gates, and I would frame it in a shadow box. That
Yep.
shit is fucking hysterical to me, and I actually love this pick because, like I said, it is one that they related to current events at that time, and it looks comfortable. At least I can give them
Yeah.
that. And me being a Star Wars nerd, I
Yeah.
appreciate the
Me
sentiment.
too. Yeah.
But the Gates, dude, that's unforgivable.
Dude, I'm considering going out and making a custom jersey to make it look just like this, because you're not going to be able to find this. This was
No,
literally
dude,
a one-time thing. So
I would. How much would you bid to get that jersey? To get the Gates jersey? How
uh
much would you bid?
realistically, like 300
Like,
bucks.
like what? What's your ceiling? What's your ceiling?
Ceiling, 500 bucks.
500 for the Gates jersey. Oh man. Okay, I was thinking like 50. Like a cold 50 bucks, bro. But hey,
Hey.
I give you credit. That's a gem. The
Dude,
Gates is a gem.
I'm
A
a
web
jersey.
gem, if you will.
I'm a Jersey head. Ben, you and I have talked about this in an episode that will never air, but this jersey is along the same lines of thinking that the one that I'm about to pull up is. So it is the Pirates Turn Ahead the Clock jersey. Ben, I think you remember
Oh,
this one.
yikes. I do. Yeah.
Look at these
Yikes.
fucking masterpieces. Look at this. Dude, this is awesome. How could you not want this? I
would want it for nostalgia's sake. For nostalgia's sake, because they're so ridiculous.
I need this, and now that we are putting this out on the internet, and we will most likely feature this on an episode sometime in the future. If y'all know where to find one of these, I'm not kidding. I would drop I'm that big of a Jersey head. This is so rare. I would drop a fucking grand on this. Like, no joke.
You heard it here live, folks.
Dude, if y'all know where to find this fucking jersey, this guy right here, send that contact info my way. I will write a check on the spot. I would say a blank check. But I'm not quite there yet. So, I still want that, but this is still like this jersey, the Gaines jersey. This is something that I still need. Like the Gaines, the San Jose Gaines.
But the Gaines one, not the Giants one. The Gaines.
Yep. Yeah, I don't want the Giants one, dude. Get that shit out of here. I want the Gaines. Give me the fucking San Jose Gaines. So before we get into your last pick, Ben, you're not drinking anything tonight, man? You've been holding out on me.
H2O. I'm sorry, man. I have to do things after the show. Not all nights, but I'm as a representative of Thoughts from the Bench, I'm being a responsible adult, and that's really it. Otherwise, I'm an alcoholic. There's sometimes I need to be less of one, and right now, I do. I will drink with you again probably next week, but tonight I gotta chill, man.
No, that's fine. Hey, I'm not pressuring you to drink. That's fine. However, I do want to, just because I feel like this is, I think, a good opportunity in the future. There are any local breweries out there, even in the Pittsburgh area, or I'm in the DC area, so I'm good with that too. Really, whatever you guys want to do, but
Throw it out, man.
I would like to sponsor, or not sponsor. I would like to showcase what we're drinking each week. I think it's a good opportunity, especially for breweries who, let's be honest, COVID has hit a lot of places pretty hard.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, hey, we're more than willing to give you a shout out. Just send us a $6. We don't need cash. Just send us a $6. So,
yes, sir.
Tonight we are drinking Reason beer. It's a local brewery out of Charlottesville, actually. I'm. This is probably the favorite one that I've had so far. The Parallax Scroll. It's a hazy IPA. I don't know. Ben, do you like hazy?
I was just gonna ask.
Yeah.
I am not an IPA guy. I will literally drink any other kind of beer. It could be, sours, ciders, malts, stouts, reds, ambers, lights. It doesn't matter. I don't know why, man. And I have tried, and I will continue to try them until I find ones I like. I just typically, like, if I'm going to be spending the money on the beer, I'm not getting an IPA. That's nothing personal to IPA fans. It's not my thing.
Hey, Reason Beer has they have something for everyone. So, yeah. But, hey, and again, we're 5 episodes in. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves here with sponsorships. But,
no, we're here to take over the fucking world. There ain't nobody doing what we're doing. There's no other Jersey show. There's nobody who breaks it down the way that we do. And we're doing things our way. And we're being a flagship for shows, hopefully in the future, that won't be as good as us because they don't have us. But we're changing the game. Okay, maybe we are talking a bit prematurely, but we have reason to. That's all I'm saying.
There we go.
As I drink my high-quality H2O out of this chode bottle, Sam's Purified Drinking Water.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Is that local water? Is that locally brewed? Locally,
I think I scooped it out of a puddle recently. I don't remember. That might have been when I was drinking something else. But
gotcha. All right. So without further ado, let's move into. We went off the tracks there. I fucking love this one. Let's get to your third pick, man.
So this is probably my favorite team of all time in sports. Dude, picture yourself being drafted into the MLB and you start your debut as a Montgomery fucking Biscuit. I can't take it, dude. Look at their logo. It is remarkable to me. It's literally, look at the biscuit and tell me that thing ain't saying ta-da. Like, that shit is fucking hysterical to me. I feel like you have to have so much swag to be a biscuit, to be a Montgomery Biscuit. I think that this is awesome. I think that this is a great logo, even though it does look kind of old-timey, I'll be honest, like in the design. You know what I mean? It looks older. But it fucking smacks. And I love it because especially a biscuit is such a down south Montgomery, Alabama thing to put on a jersey. Now, the jersey that I have showcased here is not a primary for them. It's not a home or away jersey, but this is one of their alternates. And I actually think that this thing is sick as fuck. If you look at it, they have this light, like, powder blue, and then they keep this, small, what would you call it? It's like a gold-ish in the font.
Yeah, like I would say it's like
that as like a gold.
Yeah, I would say that's a gold that I don't know how it looks like fucking butter. So
it's like a butter color, and of course it is because it's for the fucking biscuits. And for me, just to expand on this just a little more. The jersey is something that, in the concept of the design, minus the feature of the logo of a fucking biscuit in the middle, this is a jersey that I could very well see transitioning into the league, like the way it is designed. I really love the color scheme, and I actually like that butter color. I feel like that's something that you wouldn't initially choose to put with the powder blue. A lot of teams usually do a white or a black, like a very standard color, to mix with the powdered blue, but I like that they chose another bold, individualistic color to clash with it, and it works. I like the font of the MGM on there. I don't know why there's another M on the end. What I am thinking in theory is that they put the MG for Montgomery, and then the M is part of their traditional logo, which is a newer logo. Like this one here of just the biscuit is an older logo. A newer logo that they have now is where it's the biscuit, kind of like playing hide and go seek and like looking around an M. And I love the sparkle on top of the M there that's also displayed on the jersey, like it's shining, like it's all like the logo saying ting, like right across the jersey, and I love that shit. I feel like this is a very clean look, and I wish that the Biscuits would actually make this their primary jersey, because I actually, like, no shit would wear this, and I think that their hats are awesome too, with the biscuit on there with the logo, and I kind of like the helmet where they go back to their traditional navy colors, because their colors are more like a navy yellow and white, or what they kind of like in the logo that's bestowed up top there. But this jersey combination here, down low where they got the white pants and the powder blues with the butter font, and like I said, and their normal font isn't like that. Their normal font is usually pretty like collegiate looking, and it just says Biscuits, which is also awesome. But I really like the logo and the font, and I just think that this is a really creative team in general, but especially this jersey is just chef's kisses.
So I have a sorry. I was gonna share my screen, and then I came across something on the Google search that I gotta bring up in a sec. But we talked about cream last week. Hashtag cream is clean.
Cream is clean.
We gotta come up with something for powder blue, because powder blue always smacks. There's no arguing with it whatsoever. Powder blue smacks pretty much universally. Name a team that it does not work with. I can't.
Yeah, there's
works.
not a team that's got it wrong.
No. Yeah, the butter colored fucking letters, like it's perfect. The logo is hilarious.
It kills me, dude. It gets me every time.
I don't normally. So whenever we're prepping for the show, I normally write notes down for mine, and then I kind of let you talk about yours, and I'll kind of bounce off yours. I had one thing written down for this one. That biscuit literally looks like Grimace had a child with a literal biscuit at McDonald's.
Grimace got that biscuit praising. He put more than some sawmill gravy in there, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
but I'm just saying, this product of a logo, I honestly will quit my job if the Montgomery Biscuits will let me come down and be their mascot. If I got to walk around as a fucking biscuit at a baseball game all the time, that's living a dream, bud. That's living the fucking dream.
Dude, alright. So, we got that. I also want to show. I don't know. Was this the logo you were talking about?
Yes, that's the more modern logo.
Dude, he's just peeking out. Just hey,
like, hey, it's me, the biscuit.
Hey.
and like I said, I think it's so perfect that it's down in Alabama too. Like Alabama, all they got is their college football. They don't have pro sports, so I think having like places that have teams like this, like especially, reverting back to the Great Falls Voyagers, I know that team meant so much to the town because that's pretty much the only representation they had. Montgomery, Alabama, which is funny, it's also another military town because there is Maxwell Air Force Base right near there as well. And a friend of mine actually has been to a couple of these Biscuits games, and I'm so fucking jealous. I will at some point, if I ever do another cross-country trip, and I hope to God that, all the COVID stuff, everybody gets safe and all that, but this shit blows over so that I can see the fucking Biscuits play, and I will buy a jersey when I'm there.
Ben, I don't want to invite myself on your trip, but I fucking love cross-country trips. The Vault travels across country. Like,
you didn't have a choice. We're doing a vlog, going
yeah.
across the country, stopping at places, picking up jerseys, going to different nostalgic places that these jerseys have meaning in. We're doing it. As soon as we can do a non-COVID affected trip, I am in. I don't care if it's in a month or in a year. Whenever it is, we're doing it.
So, one last thing. You mentioned that you would go down in a heartbeat to be their mascot.
100%. I will fight whoever has that job.
Do you want to know what their have you seen their actual mascot, though?
No, but I want to be the biscuit. Like, What the fuck is that? Dude, is that an anteater?
I don't know what it is, dude. I don't know what it is.
What is that thing? It's got a floppy orange dick on its face. What is that? What? That's not a biscuit. What the fuck is that? What is that thing?
I was. That's what made me like. I was. Whenever you threw it back to me, I was a little thrown off because that's what was on my screen.
See, no, I want to be that guy on the left. I want to be a biscuit. I want to be the biscuit with a baseball bat and say, butter these bitches.
You want to be this guy?
I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy. Why can't I be the biscuit guy? I don't want to be the fucking floppy dick nose guy that they got running around. I don't want to be him.
Dude, that guy. Who's the fucking like elephant on Sesame Street?
Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus.
Snuffy the Snuffleupagus. Oh no! If Snuffy from Sesame Street had an STD, that's what you get in that fucking mascot. Oh my god, we've gone too far. This train is off the rails.
Reel it in.
All right,
reel it in, buddy.
In closing, that is my favorite team, period. And if anyone would ever want to bless me with some Montgomery Biscuits merch, I would be forever grateful to you. Smalls, let's get into your final pick, last pick of the night. I respect this pick a lot for many reasons. Let's jump right in.
So, like I said before, minor league baseball, they live on gimmicks. That's what they fucking live for. There's no two ways about it. That's what they do. They're all about the gimmicks. I don't know what the fuck they were doing here, and I love it. Like, they were saying, apparently, this was an ode to that IFC show, Portlandia, with
Fred
Armisen, and I don't even know the girl's name. I've never seen the show. It doesn't really seem like my type of show. I don't know. It just hasn't. Everything I've seen hasn't appealed to me personally. But this was supposed to be an ode to that show. It was worn by the Eugene Emeralds out of Eugene, Oregon. I don't even know where to begin. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for these fucking players that had to don these. Think about how.
Look at old buddy in the top right. Look at him. He doesn't want to wear that shit.
Dude, yeah, that guy's like. Are you fucking sure I have to wear this? Imagine how many middle school kids were heckling these motherfuckers from the stands the night they wore these. I feel so.
Oh, dude, they're riding their Razor scooters, cranking their ankles while scooting past the stadium, dude, making fun of these grown-ass men.
Dude, this is just such a tough look, but so classic that I had to put it in as my last pick. Sure, I mean, you know...
Oh, it deserves to be here. It deserves to be here.
Sure, I mean, throw the outline of the state of Oregon on the back with the numbers, fine. But Jesus Christ, it literally looks like it looks like a saggy version of Tim Allen's counterpart on Home Improvement.
Oh, no.
The guy that always says, "I don't know about that, Tim." A saggy
Why
version
do I
of
know
that
his
guy.
real name is Richard Karn, and I can't remember his fucking character's name?
Al?
I just remember
Al?
that.
Was it
Al? I think it was Al. But I think it was Al. I think I just remember Richard Karn because he hosted Family Feud before Steve Harvey. And then there was that weird dude who nobody likes with the real big eyebrows and the white hair. He was dumb. He was on Seinfeld for a little while.
Yeah.
He played Elaine's boss. I don't remember that stooge's name, but Richard Karn did host Family Feud at one point. Not that has anything to fucking do with what we're talking about.
Nope.
Smalls, I'm sorry. Get back on track.
No, it's fun. I welcome it because, I mean, these leave me speechless in both a good and bad way. These are horrific, but I love them. I'm so torn.
I'll tell you what. I like the logo though. Down below, not what's on their jerseys.
I will get to the logo in a second. The jeans are an all-time move. The fact that they made baseball pants look like jeans that are...
And they're not jeans, they just look like jeans, right?
They just kind of look like jeans.
What a fucking atrocity.
Dude, they are perpetually saggy-ass jeans Because they're fucking baseball pants.
Baseball pants.
Not only, I feel bad for this guy too, because I feel like when you think like baseball players, like, you know, the girls that we went to high school with, they were in love with baseball player ass. I don't know what it is.
It's all about the baseball butt.
Dude, the girls love the dudes in the baseball pants. They pick this guy to show off something that's already gonna artificially look saggy, and this guy doesn't. This guy is probably
what a design flaw,
dude. I don't even know.
Because that's one of the few things they have. Because you can be an ugly baseball player, and girls still want to look at you in them pants. I bought baseball pants, no reason. I wear them around the house. Sometimes I wear them out. You know, I want to get some eyes because it works for whatever fucking reason. And they fuck those guys. They did not help them out whatsoever.
Dude, they're like mom jeans with the elastic on top. Like I don't.
I'm okay. Just give me a second.
Those sons of bitches will always be saggy and elastic.
Oh my god.
They look like they tried to look like the Brawny Man, but made him look like his decrepit uncle. Like,
oh no, dude.
This is about as gimmicky as it gets. But like, dude,
I love that you put this in because the creativity here is fucking unmatched. I swear to God, whoever brought this to them, like in a board meeting or whatever, probably had to take 30 minutes to console themselves from laughing at how fucking stupid they were going to make these people. And the fact that these were worn, like these were actually game worn. What I think, even thinking of these guys playing like with a helmet on, sitting there like they're in a fucking flannel and jeans is the funniest fucking shit I've ever thought of in my life, bro.
What doesn't make any sense is around the neck. They make them look like pilgrims at the same time. They're lumberjack pilgrim. I don't get it. But like, this is peak minor league baseball, and that's why I had to throw it. They're like I think they're single A for the San Francisco Giants. So like, you know, they had to pull some shit to get fans to come to the stadium, and I mean, who the fuck wouldn't want to make fun of these guys from the stands? Who the fuck wouldn't want to chirp these guys?
Oh, I'd go just to chirp, hands down.
Yeah, and of course these guys were getting chirped, and they can't even say anything back because they're like, yeah, this fucking sucks. Like, I'm a single-A baseball player getting paraded around on a bus every day for, you know, the next 4 years. Yeah, and I just still deserve to get fucking heckled because of this. Like, I just feel so bad for these guys. The logo is mean. I kind of like the logo. Like the
logo is nice.
Yeah,
I dig it actually.
Yeah, Major League Baseball needs to update their logos because they're almost a little too plain. They need to take a few notes from their minor league affiliates because they have some fire logos down in the minors. Now they can probably get away with more, but we've seen some great ones.
The restrictions are less strict.
Yep. Yes.
But, hey, man, that's a hell of a last pick. And I think, shit, I mean, we got some more coming up, but if you haven't been able to appreciate what has been bestowed upon us by minor league baseball, I don't know what to tell you. So, to all minor league teams, thank you for gracing us with incredible shit like this.
Dude, we salute you. Thank you for your service. We're going to go on to our honorable mentions. I only have one in here, but Ben, I'm going to let you take us through the logos.
Okay, so the gauntlet here. We've got the Norwich Sea Unicorns at the top, which I'm assuming they're just saying is a Norwal, but the fact that they are calling them the Sea Unicorns is fucking hysterical. Can you imagine calling your mom and telling her, hey, I got drafted by the Sea Unicorns? That is fucking hysterical, bro. That's where you're going to make your major league debut. And in here, I know we got, the Florida Fire Frogs. Who's to the left of them, Smalls?
The Amarillo Sod Poodles.
Oh my God, the Sod Poodles. What the fuck is a sod poodle, bro? That is hysterical to me. It's like it's these names that I'm gonna rattle off to you. Tell me that shit isn't fucking incredible. The sea unicorns, the fire frogs, the sod poodles.
Dude, the Fire Frogs logo is mean though. It's tough.
It's tight. No, it's tight. I like it because that's one that I kind of wish I saw in the league. And like, what the fuck is a fire frog? Is it just like a poison frog that shoots fire? That's sick as fuck. We're gonna take it down one more, and we're gonna go to the Modesto Nuts, whose jerseys really are a honorable mention because theirs are actually pretty clean. Like I actually like the design of their jerseys, but being called the Nuts, are you kidding me, man? I would, if I was their social media coordinator, I would put a reel together of them hitting home runs, like all the home runs they hit that year, and then just post nut after nut after nut after nut after nut. The Modesto Nuts. What brilliance by team ownership there. And then we're going to go down below to the Blue Wahoos. What is that? Pensacola, right?
Pensacola, Florida.
Blue Wahoos.
Yep.
Maybe a wahoo it has something to do with the water or fish or the ocean.
I think it's a fish. I think it's a fish.
Literally like oh, you're such a fucking wahoo. You know, that's a very Pittsburghese thing that we call people if you're crazy. But that is awesome. And then up top, am I doing this right? Yeah. Top right.
Yeah, sure.
Here.
Yeah. Whatever.
Top right.
You got it.
We've got the Hillsborough hops. And I don't mean hops. I mean like beer. Because this shit, for all alcoholics like myself, and kind of reminiscing back to what Smalls was saying, of course, a minor league baseball team would be named after something associated with beer because that's 50% of the draw. You go to those games to get cheap beer. So the Hillsborough Hops, who actually have a pretty nice logo too, by the way, it's a hop with a face, with a baseball cap on, with their H logo for the Hillsborough Hops. It's very well done. So that's my gauntlet of honorable mentions here.
I only had one, only because it had to get brought up. When we're talking minor league baseball and the ridiculousness that goes on with minor league baseball, the Altoona Curve in the Pirates organization out of
hometown
Altoona, Pennsylvania. I drove through that. I don't even know how many times driving up to Penn State. That was just on the fucking route. You drive right past the fucking Curve Stadium. I think the Curve, they're named after, what is it? It's like the train. It's something to do with like a train or one of the roads or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, something irrelevant.
Whatever.
That's for sure.
Whatever. These motherfuckers decided to take it to they took a hard left. Al the fucking Tuna is the mascot for the Altoona.
Oh.
How much cringier can you get? Love the fact that it's in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization, but Al the Tuna is out there just fucking like he's shooting fucking t-shirts with the limited number of people that are going to those fucking games.
It has nothing to do Altoona or Pittsburgh, not tuna fishing towns. And their regular logo, like you said, it's something to do with a train, and like one of their logos is a conductor. This Al the Tuna mascot comes out of fucking nowhere. This is just as bad as the penis nose thing for the Biscuits down in Montgomery. Those two mascots should fight, and whoever loses has to disappear from their franchise.
Dude, I'm pretty sure like the closest body of water to Altoona, it's either like one of the fucking like Juniata River or something. I don't know, dude. Central PA is weird. Either that or like the local dam where the teenagers go to smoke weed. Like, what in God's name were they thinking, making a tuna?
Well, they probably were with those teenagers and were like, "Hey, Altoona, Al the Tuna, this is fucking great," and they just. They knitted this bitch up and sent him out. Oh man, for
Wait,
anybody who's seen this episode, if you don't like what we've done, I'm sorry for wasting your time, but you're wasting ours if you don't fuck with minor league baseball. This shit is hilarious. This is a gold mine, and in Smalls, that's actually what I texted you. Why I was so excited for this is realistically, we could do a 3 episode series on just minor league baseball because that is how much depth and fucking just awesome weirdness that is piled into minor league baseball. I fucking love this category, and I'm so happy we did it.
dude, what's what's the shitty version of goldfish? Like the snack, the goldfish crackers. There's something that's close to goldfish, but not goldfish.
I don't know, man. I'm
What
drawing
is
a
that?
blank.
What is that called? I forget what it's called.
The
But
whales?
yeah,
Are you talking like the little whale? Yeah.
what are those fucking called? Whatever those are called. I mean, this is like the dollar store version of goldfish. Like he just looks so bad and ridiculous, and there's no tie to the town of Altoona, which is already kind of as it
And he
is.
looks a little cracked out. Maybe they call him the snack that does meth back, Albatuna.
Dude, so Penn State
Look at him.
Penn State is only about what, like 45 minutes, half an hour from Altoona, and there's a Penn State campus at Altoona, and it's like for all the kids that like couldn't go to Penn State, pretty much. I'm not talking shit. If you guys went to Penn State Altoona, I love you. That's fine. Do you know what
There ain't nothing wrong with branch schools.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with branch
There's
schools.
nothing wrong with branches. However, their big party that like they throw on campus, which I don't even know what that's like, but they call it Toontown. You're going to Toontown.
Jesus H, man.
So
Toontown.
that's what kind of fucking town Altoona is. So we're gonna move on to. We want to start a new segment each week. We've had a lot of ridiculous picks tonight. A lot of ridiculous conversation.
Well, and I think kind of to revert back to what we have said in past episodes is we want interaction from people who pay attention to the show, and we want to be able to feature you guys, so that's why we came up with Submission of the Week.
Yep, so we want to do Submission of the Week. Basically, we want to we're either going to do it on Twitter, Facebook, probably all platforms. The Thoughts from the Bench IG story. We've been tossing around the idea of making the Vault's own account. We'll figure it out, but I think for now, definitely Twitter, Facebook, and probably an IG story. What we want to do is have the audience. We're going to tweet out whatever episode that we are recording the following week, and we're going to say, hey, for this past week, it would have been, hey, we are doing the best minor league baseball jerseys. What is your favorite minor league baseball jersey? We are going to feature the best one on the show. We want to start
and just go per category, flood our inbox, man. I mean, it doesn't matter because we want feedback, and if me and Smalls will converse, and we're going to select what we think was the best submission of the week, and then we're going to put that up there. And this is just one of many crowd interactions that we're going to be able to develop. Down the road, we'd like to do some giveaways, and that's only going to be possible if we start here. So submission of the week is definitely a category we're happy to bring on, and we need you guys to help keep that alive.
Yep. So submission of the week number 1, following along with the theme this week. Ben, do you know where these guys are out of? I don't even know. Rocket City?
Rocket City Trash Pandas, I think. Oh, man, I just looked at them, too. Is it Mobile, Alabama? I think it's another Alabama.
AA, Southern League. Madison, Alabama. Okay.
Madison. I was close. Okay.
Yep.
But still, another one of them Southern teams. So for those of you who are having a little trouble putting this one together, it's a fucking raccoon. But, an affectionate name for raccoons are Trash Pandas. And this is the name of that fucking team. And I think that is hysterical. Look at that mascot with them kids. That is awesome. There's a modern day Oscar DeGratz.
That little girl looks terrified.
I would be too.
Dude, look at that thing. Look at that thing. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's comedy. Come on.
And now the jerseys, kind of plain, but they are also kind of one that I could see in the league because they're almost kind of formal in a way. And
Yeah.
it's funny that they chose to put Rocket City and not Trash Pandas across the chest, so that probably could be transferred into the league. But I think the biggest reason why this got put in is because Jesus fuck man, the Trash Pandas, that is, you don't beat mascots like that, man. You just don't.
Yep. And this was provided. Ben actually wanted this to be an honorable mention, but our founder Derek submitted this just because we figured, hey, he gave us this platform. We want him to be the first submission of the week. However, it is open to the public after
Great
this.
submission, and it was a great submission. So,
Yeah.
and that's the thing, guys. It's not going to be the same people every week. We want the variety. We want to be able to have whatever quality picks that you think we may have missed. We want to see that through submission of the week. So, just to reiterate what Small said, please reach out onto it or to us on all social media platforms, and we love hearing from you. That's how this show gets better, is getting feedback from the people who pay attention. So keep sending them in, guys.
Yep. And yeah, even if it's just you texting, if you know us personally, send us a text. I'm always looking for new, either stuff to laugh at, stuff to marvel at, because it's just like a cool fucking jersey. We're in this right now, and I really I would love to just hear from you guys with your favorites, and because we're not gonna think of everything. That's just a fact. We're just not gonna think of everything. And there's a lot that we left out tonight. Trust me, there's a lot. So,
too much almost.
I think we, like you said, we could probably have a series just on minor league baseball jerseys. Probably down the line, we'll probably have part 2, then part 3, then there's that much to talk about.
Absolutely.
So,
I'm here for it, brother.
Hey, we're always here for it. So, I want to close this one out, though. So, guys, appreciate everyone tuning in. This has been The Vault, the weekly show that takes a look back at some of the best and worst sports jerseys of all time, brought to you by Thoughts from the Bench. Benny, I'm not even kidding. I think this is an absolute slapper. I've had so much fun. I've not laughed.
Oh, this is a banger,
dude. I have not laughed this hard. I hope that this makes some people happy. That's all. If I can just make one person smile,
like that's. I hope that our viewers see, like, we are genuinely having a fucking good time, because this shit is just like, getting to talk about it is so fun, and especially the topics that we pick, like one like tonight, where it, there's been ones where we go more for style, but this was just based off of outrageousness, and it was awesome, and this is the type of stuff we hope to keep producing for you guys. So thank you as always for tuning in again another week, and we can't wait to keep producing for you.
Yep, absolutely. Please like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the Facebook page, follow the Twitter account. I feel like we got something cool here going. We got something different. I have not seen anything like this out on the internet. If you guys have seen something similar, send it my way. Like, I really want to see if there's anything like this out there, because maybe, there might be something better than what we do, and that's completely fine. But please, just, if you guys like it, let us know. That's it. We're just asking for a little feedback, because we have a blast doing
feedback.
Dude, we have too much fun doing it. Me and Ben both, I think, look forward to this the most every single week. This is the highlight of my week. So,
every week, man. Absolutely.
So, appreciate you guys tuning in. Ben, I'm gonna pick up that locally brewed, locally streamed bottle of water. Hey, cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man.
Yep.